Hey friends, and welcome back to the kitchen. Today is Sunday. It's Sunday, February 16th, 2025, Pantry Challenge Day 771. It's been a long day. We're going to make lunch. I didn't record breakfast. I didn't make breakfast this morning. My husband fed the kids. Tiger really declined last night after we made supper. As if y'all have already watched last night's supper, my husband came out and got me because Tiger needed me. And so I went back in the bedroom. I accidentally left y'all recording, but I'm a mom first. So I went, and once I got him calmed down and comfortable and situated, I came back out. We finished supper, got everybody fed, and then everybody, once everybody went to bed, I knew I was going to struggle because this is how I am. I took care of my abuela until she died. I took care of my padre until he died, and my padre died in my arms when I was 9 months pregnant with my second child. I took care of my mom. I took care of all our animals. I don't sleep. Like, I literally will not sleep when something like this happens. I also don't really take care of myself. Like, I won't eat because I feel guilty. And I didn't eat my supper last night. And that's the whole reason why I made what I made, because my abuela's Czechoslovakian dish is my comfort food. Like, whenever I'm sick or I'm sad or I'm depressed, I make my Czechoslovakian dish, and it comforts me. It makes me think of my abuela and so forth, and that's the whole reason why I made it last night. My husband kept saying, heat leftovers or grab something quick from the pantry, and I'm like, no, please. Like, I literally begged him. I said, please, I know your heart's in the right place, but just leave me alone, please. I need to cook. I want to cook, and I need to cook. I need this. So he knew, like, I needed that, or I was probably going to have a breakdown. And I got everybody fed, and they finished their movie. They watched Sonic 3. So we've watched the first, we watched the second, and the third Sonic the Hedgehog came out. They watched that, and they watched a couple other movies. And then we got everybody ready for bed, and they went to bed. My husband wound up passing out about, I want to say, like, a little bit before midnight. He passed out, which my husband cannot stay up late at all. I didn't sleep though. I stayed with Tiger all night. And then about 4 o'clock this morning, he acted like maybe he didn't want me around. And I know typically animals get away from their owners when they go to pass. And so I'm like, okay, well, maybe that's what he wants. So I got into bed, and I'm just sitting in bed. My other cat, Boo Boo, his brother, came up and is just laying on the edge watching him. He's taking it really hard. Boo Boo is taking it very, very hard. My head's pounding, I'm sorry. And I was just sitting in bed, and I was watching him, and I'm like, Mommy's here if you need me, but, it's okay. I literally prayed over him all night. I prayed for him. I prayed over him. Like, I laid my hands on him and prayed. I have my anointing oil because I'm a minister. I'm an ordained minister. And when I got into ministry, I got, my anointing oil. And I'm anointing him in the bedroom and this and that. And I'm just praying and praying and praying and praying and praying. And all of a sudden, he just starts crying this horrendous cry that I have never in my life heard something like that. And I fly out of bed, like, I'm bawling, and I'm like, it's okay, baby, Mommy's here, it's okay. And it's been a rough night. My husband got up at 5 o'clock this morning, and he was like, you need to get some sleep. My eyes are swollen, as y'all can, I don't know if y'all can tell, but whenever I cry, my face gets poofy. However, I have been crying non-stop for the past 2 days. So, between not eating, not sleeping, and bawling, my eyes, my whole face, everything's swollen. And I went to bed, like, I laid there just watching him, and I must have fell asleep, which my body was exhausted. I really was. And mentally, I was just done. I was gone. So, my husband stayed up with him and laid down with him. And then I got up a couple hours later, and I've been with him ever since. I just had to send my husband to the store because we went to the store and ran errands Friday on Valentine's Day, but there was a couple of things we didn't get, and we're like, okay, well, we'll go Saturday. And that actually worked out because we had coupons for Saturday. And I'm sorry, but in this economy, and inflation is real, this economy is been put through hell, and things are super expensive. And like I said, we are a one income, low income family, so yes, if there is a coupon, you're darn skippy. And I'm not ashamed of that. If anything, our government should be ashamed that people have to, pinch pennies and struggle. But either way, woke up Saturday morning. We were going to go, and we were snowed in. Completely snowed in. Snow all the way on our decks. Snow to our front door. We couldn't get out. It took me forever to get out of the house to be able to go shovel out our animals and shovel out their, their troughs for their food and water. And it was a lot. And then we couldn't go nowhere yesterday, and so we didn't get that. But I need sugar, so we buy sugar in bulk. I normally get a 25. Girls, keep an eye on the trees. We normally get a 25-pound bag. Sometimes we'll get a 50-pound bag because I go through a lot of sugar with baking and everything else. It's also how I make my brown sugar. So, sugar's a hot commodity around here. And I need sugar for coffee too. So, there's that. But I stay stocked up on sugar because instead of just having to get sugar every time we need it, it lasts me for, if I get one 25-pound bag, that normally lasts me a month. If I get two, that's, normally 2 months. It depends because I do a lot of baking. So we need that, and we never got the dry cat food Friday. I told him we should probably get it because we traveled all the way to the store, and again, we do not live in town. We don't live in a town. We don't have a neighborhood. Like, we are literally on a mountain in the middle of the woods. There's nothing around us. So, we should have got it. But now, my husband left to get it. And a couple other things. However, I'm nervous because we're having... Oh, hold on.